deplorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests. But they can't defeat us, they could not destroy us.
Are we dreaming the same dream of money, guns, and gasoline?
For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my TV.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in Week 2 of Draft Champions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Mariota on first down. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A second down throw here for Mariota. This is Cobb with a catch right side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Caught left side by Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense in a stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that, offered him.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Robinson able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. On second down, Elliott. And some room to work. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On third down, Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And now it's fourth down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mariota now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game. Ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They go to Elliott again, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Let's just go ahead and go back to that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you kind of check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second and goal. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second down, Mariota forced out to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jelani Jenkins in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down. Here's Elliott. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back near his goal line, Mariota. Throw left side, completion to Rice. A very solid gain of 27. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Mariota going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Again, it's Mariota. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To the air again, Mariota. And hauled in by Pitta. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing is Mariota. Stepping in. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Marcus Mariota. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mariota now on 2nd down. Right side, there's Decker. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. A first down throw for Mariota. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. He's going to sling this deep downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Mariota now. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Demontre Moore in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 26 yards on the play there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. First down, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Letting one go deep here for Gronk. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Play clock winding down. Back near his goal line, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play.
That's caught. It's Gronkowski. Touchdown, Raiders. Rob Gronkowski, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it is now 21-0. out as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Rashad Johnson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down carry by Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happened. They go back to the air here after the INT. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop. Right side, there's Decker.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Man open, Rice. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Mariota. And that will be incomplete as well. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 4th down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coach has always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. First down, Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. Time for a break. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. On second down, Mariota again. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, Mariota. Throw left side, completion to Rice. 18 yards there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Again, it's Mariota. That's caught at the 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guy.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And now he'll tuck it and run. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams, and that'll make it third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Kearse. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop in 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Mariota now. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Says it's gonna rain. The working girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave you Sunday